Good morning, guys. I'm up sewing an Etsy order for Ashley. And I'm so excited because Ashley is a very special customer. She wanted me to make her a Bible bag, but the lining fabric, she wanted it to be like the Monet painting. So I thought that was very special for her husband. So, Ashley, if you're up this morning, I am making your order right now. What are you guys doing today? Is MLK Day. I know everybody's off from work, so I figured I'm gonna hop on and sew. So welcome, good morning. I'm up sewing an Etsy order and drinking my coffee. How are you guys this morning? Happy MLK Day. I'm making an Etsy order for Ashley, and she's super special. This order took me a long time to create because the fabric came all the way from Poland. So it cost a lot because of the tariffs to get it over here to make it for her. And it took a really long time. So, hey from Alabama. Hey, Sonia. Nice to meet you. So happy you're on the live. I'm up sewing. What are you doing this morning? Do you sew? Do you like to sew? Are you up sewing? What you doing this morning? Yesterday, we had a live in the Sophie Circle and we made a Bible cover. But this morning, I'm just up sewing and sipping my coffee. Matter of fact, let me grab my coffee. So I don't know if you got some coffee this morning, but I wanted to show you this fabric. It's so pretty. It looks like a Monet painting. Oh, you love making bags and purses. Me too. Like, I learned to sew and I didn't really take too much interest in like sewing clothes and stuff. I did learn how to make clothes, but I made a jumpsuit, a skirt, a shirt, a few different things, and then I learned how to read like the patterns for clothes, and then I just kind of have a love and a passion for bags and purses, so that's kind of what I stuck with, and I hit the ground running, and after that, it's just been nothing but bags and purses ever since. I have a closet full of them. I need to give them away because it's just too much. It's just too much. But look at this fabric, you guys. It's linen, and it looks like a Monet painting. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is the fabric that I'm going to use for the lining for her bag for my Etsy customer, and I'm super excited to make it because it's very special. This painting I think is very special to her because it was a part of their anniversary or wherever they got married. This painting was significant to that moment, and so that's why she wanted it to be the lining of her bag that she's making for her husband. So I'm making it out of denim on the outside, and then I'm gonna use this pretty Monet fabric for the inside. Yeah, I like making all kinds of crafts as well. My daughter and I went to this place called Be Creative here, and it was pretty cool. Like the whole business concept was just really cool. Like it was a place where you could go and pay for different crafts to make. And so we actually painted, I forget what it was called, but we painted a few different things. Like she made her own little, you walk in and you pick what you want to paint, but there's different stations and you can make like junk stuff. So you can junk a purse or a hairbrush, or you can pay for to paint like little figurines. So they had like the Labubus and the Hello Kitties and all sorts of things that you could do. They have the rugs like people have been making. So we want to go back and make a rug. They have candles that you can make. So that's what we did on Saturday, and it was so much fun. So I'm gonna show you guys what I made. So it's like you use the paint and you pour it in the cup, and then you like drip the paint inside the cup, and it makes like this pretty marble look. My paint just kind of slid down my Hello Kitty, so it doesn't really look all that great, but I think she came out pretty cute. I used a little metallic pink, some white, and some black, and this is what she turned out looking like. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I think she turned out kind of cute. It's a bank as well. And you can also, so we went there, we made it, and then they let you leave and go back and pick it up the next day once it dries. And so I bought a glaze kit, so that way I can shine her up a little bit because she's looking a little matte and dull. But I love all sorts of crafts too, Sonia. So that was a lot of fun on Saturday for me and my daughter to do. So I was excited to have fun with her doing that. So right now I'm just cutting out the pieces to this Bible bag that I'm making. I know you like my little Hello Kitty. As you can see, like I love Hello Kitty. Like I'm 45 years old, but I still love Hello Kitty. She's in my heart. She's in my heart. I love her so much. I just never grew out of it. I'm a kid at heart. What could I say? You know? But this fabric is very pretty. So I'm going to give her, she bought her own fabric for the lining of this bag. And I usually don't do that. Like if a customer wants me to make something special, if I can get the fabric, I'll try. Like, you know, like I'll try to make it for them. But this fabric was very pretty, and her story was just, you know, sometimes it's the story. It's the story that got me. The anniversary for her husband and how beautiful. I mean, she sent me a picture of them two with this painting behind them to show me what type of fabric she was looking for, and it was this exact Monet painting. Like this almost looks exactly like the Monet. So I just thought that was super cool, and I was super excited to make it for her. So I just decided to go ahead and get the fabric, and then she paid me for the fabric, and then like I said, it took about a month to come in. Like the fabric literally took a long time to come in. But I think it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a special moment for her and her husband. And I'm just grateful that I was able to make a bag for her with her special fabric. And when cutting out this type of fabric, I had to go look at the picture to see the direction. Hey, Vanessa. How are you? Welcome to the live. We're just sewing and find my coffee. We just sewing and sipping this morning. Do you like to sew? Where are you from? We're just sewing and sipping and chatting like women do this morning. We just got finished talking about all kinds of DIY crafts. It's so much fun. Like DIY is like therapy, man. It's good for the brains. It's good for the brain. So now I'm just cutting out the pieces. Her fabric is just so beautiful. This is some fabric, Vanessa, that I'm using for the lining for an Etsy customer. It looks like the Monet. I don't know if you just joined, but this fabric is beautiful. It's art. It's art in the lining. So I think it's amazing. So I'm going to quilt this. I usually quilt the front and back of my Bible bags. Just a little bit. I don't make small squares or anything. But I do like to quilt it just to give it a little bit of texture on the outside. How are you guys this morning? Everybody's off from work. It's Martin Luther King Day. And I'm up working. It never stops. We got to keep going. Definitely got to keep going. Knocking out an Etsy customer order for Ashley. I hope she gets to hop in and see her order being made. How special it is. It's so sweet to create something so sentimental for a special moment. Like she's making this bag for her husband, and the lining has a real meaning. So I think that's awesome. You guys, I did order a new machine. It's coming. As y'all know, I tried to sew a leather bag on my domestic sewing machine, and that was just a epic fail. Absolutely not. Won't be trying that again with the thick leather that I had. I did make another small bag with that same leather, and it turned out okay. I guess it depends too on the style. And this machine is heavy duty, so it can handle some things, but that leather was just horrific. So this is the lining. So now I have the front and the pocket cut out. I have some navy blue cotton webbing that I'm going to use for the strap. So the colors for this bag is going to be all navy blue denim, and it's going to have this beautiful Monet lining on the inside. So I ordered a Juki. Sonia, I think it's like a Juki 67DD or something like that. So once I get it, I'll definitely open it up so you guys can see it. It is a Juki something. I don't know. It's my first industrial machine, so I just pick something. Usually I just, I tried to do a little research. It was a good pick. Everybody picked it, so I was like, okay, maybe it's a good one. I'm definitely excited about that. I don't know where I'm going to put it. You love your Juki, Sonia? You got a Juki? So you're going to have to help me figure out how to set this thing up. Like, I'm going to try to unbox it and put it together myself. Was it hard to put together? You have a Juki 1181 in and a Thor 1341 cylinder arm. Okay. All right. That sounds like Chinese, my friend. But, I'm gonna get with the industrial lingo. I'm definitely gonna get with the industrial lingo. Oh, your husband put it together? Oh my God. All right, all right. Well, I got a fiance. We'll see if he can help me put it together because I yeah, it looks like some heavy duty machinery, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to put it together myself, but I'm sure he'll give me a hand. Is your husband good with that kind of stuff, like putting things together? It does. I mean, I see so many videos. It just looks so easy. And, um, I'm ambitious. Oh, that's awesome. So he likes to do stuff like that. Yeah. I'm ambitious. So I like to try different things and try different types of material. And I've been wanting to buy one for a while now. And I've been sewing on this channel for 5 years with just a regular domestic sewing machine. And it's been working out great. But now I think it's time to create some things with the industrial machine because I have some ideas for bag patterns and things like that. I love being creative and just seeing what I can create. So I think I'm going to love it too, Sonia, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Most of mine was together. He had to do very little. Yeah. Happy Monday, Share Bear. Yay. So happy that you're here too. Where you from? Let us know. You ladies are awesome. So excited to meet you finally. I've been wanting to go live. Just, for everyone to join. Yeah. I can't wait. Like, I just feel like I just need a machine that's going to be able to plunge through all of my creative ideas, just knock it out. Just get it done. You know, are you guys sipping coffee this morning? What you drinking? What's in your cup? What you sipping? I'm drinking, I forget what this coffee is, but I think it's Bustelo. Is that how you say this coffee? I'm drinking some Bustelo coffee this morning. Buffalo, New York. Yay. So I just went to New York with my daughter and for my birthday. So happy birthday to anybody who has a birthday in January. It's Capricorn season. All right, so make sure you get the correct needles, sizes for the threads you need for the leather. Will do. So is there like special leather needles for an industrial machine, or the needles that you see in the store are needles that you can use for industrial machines and for domestic machines? Like, how does that work? Sonia, since you have experience with and you have industrial machines, could you tell us, is it the same needle? The leather needles that you see in the store, is it the same needle? So, because I'm new to this whole industrial machine stuff, or do they make special leather needles just for an industrial machine? Yes, get the ones they recommend. Okay, so I'll read my manual and just see um, what's recommended for the machine. I'll definitely do that. Thank you so much, Sonia. I appreciate all the good advice. Share Bear, I went to New York. We did not do much because my daughter is so funny. Like, she's been on TikTok and people have been doing these 1-day trips. So if you guys believe it, we went to New York in 1 day. We went to New York in 1 day because she had to work the next day and I was off the next day, thank God, because those New York blocks, they're not for the weak. I'm just saying, like, to get around New York was crazy. Like, we did a few things though. We did go to the Empire State Building. We did go to the Summit One building, so that was pretty cool. It was a fun experience. Like, they had all sorts of stuff in there that you could do on each level in the building. We took a lot of pictures. Times Square was crazy. But we definitely want to go back. New York is so big, you literally have to take it in little bites. Like, so we'll be going back a week at a time and just trying to experience the entire New York. We didn't really eat any good pizza. Like, we didn't do a whole lot, but we did enough to just dabble our little feet in and get a taste of what it's like in New York. So that was a lot of fun. So that's pretty cool. The big city, I'm with it. I do want to go back though. Everybody was, it wasn't like what I thought. I thought people were gonna be like rude and mean, like they always say. But it's almost like in New York, everybody moving fast. It was so funny to see when we went to Grand Central Station, how people was like running to get to the subway. We went to the subway, but because I didn't know where I was going or like what to do, I was too afraid to like get on the subway. So once we go there a few more times, maybe I'll get on the subway. But happy birthday to anybody who has a birthday in January. I spent my birthday the whole day in New York City. And that was so much fun. But like I said, you need more than a day. And my feet, I couldn't feel my legs. Like, when I got off the plane, my feet was just, I didn't feel them. I mean, I am 45, so maybe my body just breaking down at this point. But so I'm cutting the fusible fleece that's going to go on the backside of all of these pieces. Because I am making a bag this morning for an Etsy customer. But I am going to get the needles that I need for my machine. Thank you so much, Sonia. I appreciate that. I'm so excited. And I know it's going to make a big difference. I don't know what I've been waiting on this whole time. I guess I just felt like I didn't really need it, but now I'm just ready. I'm just ready to explore the industrial machine world. I know it's going to be a whole totally different experience. I'm going to continue to make projects with my domestic sewing machine just in case people have one and they don't have a domestic machine. I don't want to exclude anybody, but I think for those of us who have an industrial machine, we're going to try some more heavy duty material and like leather and thicker vinyl and just other types of material to make some really cool bags, y'all. I'm over the moon excited about this whole industrial machine thing. Like, it's crazy. The type of things we're gonna create with this machine is gonna be absolutely amazing. So we got Alabama in the house, New York in the house. If you just got here in the chat, say hi and let me know where you are from. Where you sewing? Where you sipping and sewing from this morning? Y'all know I'm sipping and sewing in Louisiana. And I'm making an Etsy order for Ashley. This is a very special Etsy order because the lining fabric is made with a beautiful Monet linen. Like, I'm just so excited to make this for her because she's going to be super excited to get it. And hopefully, if she wakes up and she gets on this live this morning, she'll see me make this for her. That's the really special part about making things handmade. I think it's just an amazing feeling to send someone a special order and they get it and it's just what they wanted. It's custom made. It's made just for them. So I think that's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna bring you guys over to my new little iron. I'm so excited about this iron, y'all. Like, this iron is super cool. It is a steamer and the handle does turn around to the other side, so it is pretty cool. When she comes on, she makes a little steaming sound. But I'm about to iron the fusible fleece to the back side of the fabric. Good morning to anybody who just joined. So we're making an Etsy order this morning. So I had to make sure the direction of the fabric was right. So this is a beautiful linen fabric. I'm going to use my pressing cloth this morning. I've been trying to use it more so that way I don't damage anything. I definitely don't want to damage my cutesy little iron that I got now. My daughter gave me for Christmas. But you guys, this iron is like amazing. Like, even though it's cute and it's little, the steam works great. It does have a little iron feature on it as well, but it's the bomb. I told her I wanted cordless for Christmas, but when she got this one, she was like, "Oh man, Mom, I know you said you wanted something special about it, but when I saw it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you slide because this is the cutest iron I've ever seen." Like, I'm gonna let you slide. You did good. You did good. The iron is cute. And I definitely needed one, like badly. So I really needed one. So I was so happy. Do you guys have a special iron that you like to use? I started to get the Oslo iron, but I just never purchased it. So I was like, but this one works great. I'm glad she got me this one. And I love my new little ironing table. I want to get a cover for it though, because I do not want to mess up the cover that's on it. It's so easy to like have burn marks and sticky stuff from all of this fusible fleece stuff to get on things. So that's why I've been trying to use my pressing cloth a lot more. But it works great. I haven't put the sides down yet since I got it because I am in a little small sewing space, so my room is not very big at all where I sew. But when I tell you, this is my safe haven. This is where I'm the most creative. I try to make this room as nice as I possibly can. Do you guys have a special sewing room, like a place where you sew like an entire room, or do you just have like a little corner somewhere in the house that everyone knows not to go and mess up in your little craft space? All right, I think that came out really nice. So I'm gonna get moving and knock out all of these because I am gonna quilt the front and the back. They say not to put the iron back on the plate. With the steam on, sometimes I'm trying to move fast, like, so I gotta sit it somewhere while the steam is on, but I don't try to do it often. The one thing I can say about this little iron is if you turn the steam off, it takes a minute for things to start bubbling to get back going again. So that's the only thing I would change. I mean, I guess it just takes time for steam to create, so let's try to knock out 2 pieces. So this bag is going to be denim on the outside and that beautiful Monet fabric on the inside. Sonia, do you have to get your, if you're still here, do you have to get your industrial machine serviced a lot? Or I guess it just depends on how much you sew. I'm so excited that you guys are able to be here with me this morning. So much more fun with friends. So you have not gotten it serviced yet? Okay. Just wondering how that works. Like what the servicing of it all. Like, I mean, you know me, I'm gonna put it to the max and sew as much stuff as I possibly can on it. So we'll see how much I need to get mine serviced or cleaned. I mean, I can pretty much clean. Or they're made to sew forever. Um, so they're made to sew forever before they need anything. Okay, all right. So I may not need to, because with a domestic machine, as much as I sew, there's like lint caked up down there. And okay, so you oil it up and you clean it. So Sonia says she oils it up and she cleans it herself. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I should be able to handle that. I'll just check my manual. Does it come with oil, or do I have to get some? Okay, so I can do most of the maintenance myself. Cool, cool, cool. I can handle that. Share Bear says, Happy Monday, everyone. It's her first time joining a live show. That's so sweet, Share Bear. Share Bear reminds me of like Care Bears. I don't know if you're old as I am, but you guys remember Care Bears? Care Bears were like the little bears with the different little things on their belly. And they used to just emit this, like, if you had a rainbow in your belly, it was a rainbow. If it was love, you. So yeah, they just was like loving bears. You guys probably don't remember that. But so some have a tray under it that holds oil, but little spots holds oils and all, but the little spots you have to oil every day. Okay, so the little spots on the machine, I gotta oil every day. Okay, that's fine. I can oil them every day. I can oil them every day. So we're talking about industrial machines, you guys. I did purchase one. It's a Juki. I'm gonna tell you exactly which one it is. Hold on. Once I get over to my phone, I'll tell you guys exactly which one I got. So I got a Juki 66DD or something like that. But let's see. Maybe I should know which one I got. Huh? That's important. So the machine that I got was a. It should be coming between the 21st and the 23rd. I was so wrong, y'all. The machine I got is a DDL 8700 lock stitch. I did get insurance for it. So it's a Juki DDL 8700 lock stitch industrial sewing machine. It comes with the table, the servo motor, lamp, not assembled. Oh my God. I gotta put it together myself. Okay, that's fine. DDL 8700. So have you guys ever had a DDL 8700? Anybody on here? So your Thor, you had to oil every day. Okay. Yeah, so I'll figure that part out. I guess I will have to keep it running at its optimal potential. So I will be oiling it up and greasing it up and making sure that it is working at its best. But thank you, Sonia. I appreciate all the good advice because I'm going to need it. Because I have no clue how to work this machine. You guys, I got this cute little porcupine pin cushion for my birthday. And I just think it's the cutest little thing. So now, yeah, I used to have a pin cushion that I kept on my arm. And I do kind of like that because you can easily grab your pins. What do you guys like using? Pin cushions that you just grab the pins out of? Or do you normally have a pin cushion that you put on your actual arm? Or do you have like the little magnetic things? I've seen like the little magnetic pin cushions that people use. But we're just sewing and sipping this morning. Good morning, everyone. If you just joined the live, say hi. And tell us where you're sewing from, sipping and sewing from. Okay, so I got to get some lily white. So use some lily white oil. Hey, Tia Sante. Hey, Tia. Hello. How are you this morning? We're up sipping and sewing. We got Share Bear and Sonia on the live with us. Sonia's been giving us some really good industrial machine advice. Share Bear is from New York, you guys. And Sonia, I think, is from Alabama. Right? I think. And I'm from Louisiana, from New Orleans, and we're sewing this morning. I'm making an Etsy order this morning. Hey, from Wisconsin. Hey, Casey. Nice to meet you. How are you? Are you sewing anything this morning, guys? So Sonia says use lily white machine oil from Amazon. So that's what I'm gonna use to oil up my new industrial sewing machine. Okay. Oh, Sonia, that's so awesome. Girl, you looked it up. Okay, so what's going on with it? So, okay, I just looked up your machine and it has the tray under it. So it self-oils as you sew, but you still have to drop a few drops in 3 to 4 spots a few times a week. I can handle that. Hey, Casey, so you are up sewing. Thank you, Sonia. So Casey's up sewing this morning, cutting out some new patterns. Girl, what you sewing? Clothes or bags? I love sewing bags, but I have made a few pieces of clothes. Teresa, hey from Oklahoma. Binding a baby quilt. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I did make one baby quilt for my best friend's cousin, so she's kind of like my cousin. And I did bind the edges. I managed to do that. It turned out pretty cute. I did put the baby's initials on it. I found some cute little embroidery letters. My next machine I want is an embroidery machine. So if you guys have an embroidery machine as well, that would be my next endeavor after I learn how to do my best with this new industrial sewing machine. So the oil that I need for the industrial machine. So me and Sonia are talking about how to keep my new industrial sewing machine sewing properly and how to maintain it and the maintenance and everything. So it holds a quart. I have a Juki 8700 DD, I think I said I have. And so that machine self oils, but I do have to oil it. I learned. Sonia looked it up 3 to 4 times. So I still have to do a little bit of oiling myself. Casey has an embroidery machine and she hasn't figured it out yet. And so is it core threads patterns? So Casey's working on cutting out patterns this morning. She has an embroidery machine, but she hasn't figured it out yet. This is the patterns that she's working on. That's so cool. I love sewing and making things. But it says, Sonia says I can change the oil once a year. So that's pretty cool. So I definitely will be trying to keep my new industrial sewing machine for as long as I possibly can. So it should last me forever, hopefully. And I can pass it down to my daughter who does not like to sew. She likes to be a part of the process though. So that's why I like to include her on some of my videos, because I do want to include her, but she could care less about some. I did have her in one of my older videos where we made like a scrunchie together and a cute little bag to match, and it was really cute. And she did sew her scrunchie herself. I don't know if you guys have kids. So hopefully, yeah, Sonia, hopefully I'll get some oil with my machine. Like that would be nice to get some oil with the machine. So Casey says she's only started sewing a year ago, and she got her embroidery machine from her aunt. It's a pretty nice gift, Casey. I guess your aunt just decided what she didn't want to embroider anymore. Embroidery is beautiful. Like on my Bible bags, people always ask me, do I embroider or put anything on the bags? The Bible covers are beautiful products to embroider as well. Just anything that you want to personalize. I love embroidery. Like, I think it's beautiful. So that will be probably my next machine after this industrial sewing machine. It's a process, you guys, and all of this stuff costs money. Like, it's not cheap to run a handmade business. So to be gifted an embroidery machine, that's pretty awesome. I wish the gift guides can just gift me an embroidery machine as well. Casey, I'm asking for someone to just give me an embroidery machine. Now I'm joking. I'll buy it. It's fine. But I'm up sewing a Bible bag for an Etsy customer. Hopefully I get some oil with my machine, Sonia. You guys are awesome. Thank you for contributing and saying hi to everyone. My kids are all adults, Casey said. My girls keep taking my bags. Well, that was her second machine, and she didn't use that one anymore. I bought it for a very big discount. Oh, gotcha. I know that's right. That's pretty awesome still, though. I mean, you know, a big discount. Thank you, TT. Thank you, Auntie. I know I would have been happy to get a big discount on a nice embroidery machine. But excited for your new sewing journey. Casey, you've been sewing about a year now. That's pretty awesome. I hope you've learned something from some of my tutorials. I only make bags, but I hope I've been inspiring or helpful in any kind of way to any of you guys. Because as I learn new things, I try to share it. Anything that I know, I try to share it to you guys. I know you were happy. I know I would have been happy too. So I'm definitely gonna consider that after I learn my new industrial sewing machine. Embroidery is the next one. It's a process, step by step. You know, I don't want to do too much, too fast. I mean, literally, I've been sewing on a domestic sewing machine for 5 years, so you know I take my time. You know. But I'm excited. It's gonna be fun to see what we create. I wish you were here or close, Casey. I could send some of my orders to you to embroider, girl. For people, because they always ask, like, can I put something on my Bible cover? Can I put something on my Bible bag? And I can send them right on to Casey. And then you can put whatever they want on it. And we go in business together, you know? Or I could just refer them to you. So that way, if they want something embroidered, maybe, you could do it. But maybe you're not into, you know, doing it for business-wise, but it's just an idea. Yeah, see, that would be awesome. Just an idea. You know, Casey, just throwing it out there. You never know. So I'm working on the front pockets right now to this. I'm making a denim Bible bag this morning with this beautiful Monet linen fabric on the inside. So I gotta make sure I know what is the top and what is the bottom of this fabric. All right, so I think that's the top. So I'm about to start quilting the front of this Bible. Cover the pockets. Y'all, I got this air erasable marker, and I don't know if this ever happens to you guys, but it's like bleeding all over the place. It's the only one I got. Look at it. It's like leaking everywhere. So let's see. I'm gonna just wipe it off. Oh, I have the heater on my feet because I'm always cold. So my quilting, all I do is use my ruler and my little air erasable marker, and I just make lines on the fabric. And I try to just eyeball it and keep the lines the same width apart. I love working with canvas fabric because that's about the thickest. Other than vinyl, I haven't really purchased much vinyl, but I do have a few websites where I wanted to purchase some vinyl from. If you guys have any websites or places that you like to shop for your fabric or your vinyl, I used to go to Joann's a lot, but of course Joann's is closed now. Broke my heart. Broke my heart, but it's okay because I've been finding a lot of places online that sell some really amazing fabric. There's a few shops that I love to shop from on Etsy. So I did post some of those shops underneath some of my videos. So if you guys need quilted fabric, I don't know if you do a lot of quilting, but I've been buying the fabric already quilted. Like, it is a little bit more expensive to do that, but it just saves me a lot of time. And right now, I've been getting a lot of orders, and I just don't have the time to quilt stuff myself. But when people ask me for a specific type of fabric, I will quilt it myself. Like, I'll do it myself if I have to. Let's see. I love her for real. Annette with Tulip B had great products. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check out Annette with Tulip B because I'm always in the market for great fabric. There's one shop on Etsy that I love. So Hungry Hippie. I think I've heard of them. I have heard of them before. Teresa says her mom showed her how to sew when she was little, but I didn't have a real interest then. And then I had to take home ec in junior high, and I still wasn't keen on it. And then in 2020, I was begging for sewing supplies. Yeah. 2020 was the time where it was like we all was begging for something to do. Like something because it was just boring. Like, it was nothing to do. And that's when I really fine-tuned my skills as well during that time because I'm still learning a lot, but you know, that was the time when we all had a bunch of nothing to do. So that was a good time to learn. Like, if you wanted to start a business or do anything, that was a good time to start. 2020. 2020 vision, huh, guys? Like, that's when your vision should have been clear and you should have created something. It's never too late. It's never too late to start. So Casey says soulful therapy. Okay, guys. So here's some more. Casey's giving us some good places to get fabric from. So Indo Love Creation, Soulful Therapy, Wonderful Fabric, So Hungry Hippie are all my go-to. Thank you, Casey. That's awesome. Like, we'll definitely be checking them out with some really good fabric. And then Sonia says, yeah, So Hungry Hippie. I guess her faux leather, her faux real is like leather. Her faux real is like leather. Okay. Gotcha, Casey. Me too. Me too. It's a great feeling to help support small businesses. Like, it supports our family. Like, my daughter's in college. She goes to LSU, and it's expensive. She's graduating in May. So I'm super excited. She's finally done. Well, she's really close to it, but she knocked it out pretty quick. So I'm excited for her. But supporting a small business is so important because it goes directly to that family. So you're absolutely right. I definitely love supporting small businesses as well. So I'm just quilting this little front pocket. I use pre-quilted fabric a lot, but there's some things that I actually do a little bit of the quilting look, like on the front of my Bible cover. Are you guys sipping any coffee this morning? I'm drinking Bustelo coffee this morning. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's not Folgers. It's Bustelo. I usually use chalk to draw lines on denim fabric or darker colors. But I use my air erasable marker and I can barely see the lines, but that's okay. But thank you guys. We were just talking about places to get fabric from. And those are some really good places. So I can't wait to try. If you just got on the live, this is some of the places that Casey mentioned where she likes to get fabric from. If you guys have any other places that you like to get fabric from. Casey's drinking iced coffee. I'm just, drinking hot coffee. I made it with my little coffee pot. I don't have a Keurig. I just use my coffee pot. So So I'm just quilting this front pocket. I love iced coffee. I grabbed there's a place here that I love to get iced coffee from. It's called 85 Degrees, and it is like Vietnamese iced coffee. And when I tell you this coffee is so good, it's really strong, but it has a good flavor, and it has like the little small chips of ice in it, and so you literally can let the ice melt like a lot before you start sipping. Like that's how strong it is. But when I tell you it's so good, like this coffee is so good. I don't know if you guys ever tried Vietnamese coffee, but the authentic Vietnamese coffee is like really good. And they have all kinds of pastries and stuff. But in one of my videos, I think I show you guys, um, I was at that bakery grabbing a coffee right before I came home to make whatever it is I was making, and you guys gotta see it. Like the coffee is amazing. I'm quilting this and drawing the lines again because I can't see with this fabric marker. And it is like the worst fabric marker ever. So I'm definitely gonna have to get more fabric markers that are better than this because this thing is like leaking everywhere. And I find that the ones that you get from Hobby Lobby, they do this a lot. Like this is like bleeding. It says carry out patch test before use. Choco air erasable pen. Like this thing is horrible. Like I'm never buying this type of air erasable marker again. Like never ever ever. Because it bleeds onto the fabric, and even though it's air erasable, it's gonna go away, but it's still just not the best experience. But yeah, you guys, it was my birthday in January. So I don't know when you guys' birthday is, but let me know if you were born in January or when your birthday. So I could tell you happy birthday. My birthday is January 7th. So that's why we went to New York for my birthday. I went into the cutest little store that sold a lot of Hello Kitty in New York. So Share Bear, I don't know if you've seen these stores before because you're from New York. But I'm like a big kid. And in that store, I found the cutest little Hello Kitty. If you were on the live in the beginning, we were talking about crafts and how us girlies, we all love a good craft project. And so I painted a Hello Kitty the other day with my daughter at this place called Be Creative. And it was just the cutest place ever because you could just, it was different stations where you could just do different types of DIY projects. And it was just the cutest. So I had a lot of fun, and we're gonna go back. I want to go back and do everything. I want to make the rug. I want to junk stuff. Like I want to make a candle. And they actually guide you through the entire process. Like someone comes over to your table and tells you how to do the project. So that's really fun. So you're not just sitting there throwing stuff together on your own. But yeah, it was such a fun thing to do with my daughter this Saturday. And we had an amazing time. can't wait to go back. You see, this is horrible. So I think enough is enough. Enough of the air erasable marker. I'm gonna just woosah, because when things aren't going right, I just gotta take a second. Take a second. Grab my coffee. And now my coffee tastes like iced coffee. But it's fine. Still tastes good. I like it cold. I like it hot. It don't even matter to me. I just love coffee. So what I'm gonna do now is just use my chalk, because I can't handle my air erasable marker leaking all over the place. I mean, it's just doing some weird stuff. I got some chalk, and that's what I'm gonna make my quilting lines with. So we've been having some awesome conversation this morning. If you just joined, we've been talking about industrial machines, some great places to get fabric from, how to maintain industrial machines. So if you guys have any other things you want to contribute to this conversation, that would be great. Let us know if you're sipping on coffee this morning, what you're drinking, iced coffee, what type of coffee. And also, if you just joined the chat, let us know. If you join the live, let us know where you're from. Where you joining from. I'm actually up sewing an Etsy order for a customer this morning. Everybody's off from work today. So I thought, why not sew with my girlies? So that's what we're doing. We're getting some stuff done this morning. Some people are cutting out patterns. Others just hanging out. But we're just up sewing this morning. If you just joined, let us know what you're working on, what you're sewing, what you plan to sew this week. If you got any plans to sew anything this week. I plan to finish a couple more Etsy orders this week. After this Bible bag, I do have a couple Bible covers, and I have one lady who wants me to make one of the junk covers. So I'm gonna be making that for her, adding all sorts of patches and girly junk all over it. So I think that's gonna be cute. She should really like that. Casey says, what machine are you getting? Casey, let me see. I do need to remember this. It's a DDL Juki, a Juki DDL 8700. So I am getting a Juki DDL 8700 lock stitch machine. So I'll let you guys know. You gotta go to work for 2? Yeah. Well, thank you, Casey. Whenever you do leave the live, I appreciate you for being on here and giving such good advice and helping us find amazing places to get fabric from. Because, you know, it's hard these days without having stores. We gotta shop online. Everything in the world now is digital. So it's nice to have really nice places to support So we're going to check out some of those places that Casey suggested. She recommended a few good places for us to get fabric from. So if you just hopped on, this is a few of the places that she recommended. Small businesses, we love small business. We love supporting small business. So I'll definitely be checking them out, Casey. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. I hope you have an amazing day. That no one gets on your nerves today. Yeah, I know. I do like to be able to touch the fabric as well. And that's why I used to love going to Joann's. I was really sad about it because, you can touch the fabric. I used to like roam around Joann's for a while. There's a few smaller like quilt shops here that I may just start to go to just to see what they have, but it's not many. Like I wish I lived somewhere where there was a lot of places that sold like quilting fabric. And you get a lot of inspiration from those type of places. Like when you walk into those places and you see all of the fabric, sometimes it's easy to get inspired and look at different things and look at different fabrics and just think about what you want to make and what direction you want to go. So not having a place to go to sometimes is just, you kind of got to just use your imagination and hope and pray what you order is what you really going to get. But once you have those shops that you actually trust, so I'm definitely going to give a few of those shops a try because once you have those shops that you actually trust, it makes life so much easier. There's one that I go to on Etsy as well. Let me see if I can find it. It's Spring Lake Fabrics. So this shop right here, this is a really good shop. You guys might not be able to see that, but it's Spring Lake Fabrics. Her name is Arlene Zimmerman. And it's an Etsy shop, a small business. So we love small businesses too. And that's where I get a lot of my pre-quilted fabric from. And she's amazing. Like she ships it fast. The fabric is never damaged or has any type of marks or thick creases in it. And because I've bought a lot of fabric and some of these shops, they don't care. They'll send you fabric with stuff on it. And of course, I'm giving a bad review because I take it very seriously. I take my products very seriously. And I don't want to ship products with stuff on the fabric. And I don't want to have to clean the fabric. You can pre-wash the fabric and then iron it. But, just send people clean, nice fabric. Like, you don't want to send people stuff that looks a hot mess. Like that's horrible. So I have gotten fabric from places that, so that's when you're doing all your research online. Sometimes it's very hard to find places that are really gonna have quality in their products and ship fast when you need it. So I try to get enough fabric all at once. When I do find a shop that I like, and they're awesome. Like if you purchase from them over and over again, usually she'll give you like a little discount and refund you a little bit, because you do shop often, which is really nice. And, she doesn't have to do that, but she does. And that means a lot. So Casey says, I'm a social worker and I work with families in intense family therapy. I see my clients 4 to 6 hours a week, and it's rewarding and sometimes very overwhelming. So I'm sure you love to de-stress some type of way. Like, that's awesome, Casey. Like, we need you, girly. My daughter is getting social work concentration. She has a concentration in social work. So she has a lot of classes on like children development and like whatever her last few classes is, it's electives and it's centered around her social work concentration. So she really doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. She's a political science major. She doesn't have a lot of stuff left. She's got 2 concentrations and a minor. But she wants to be a lawyer, so her major is political science. But that's awesome, Casey. Like, she's enjoying those classes as well. People, we need help these days. You know, there's a lot going on in the world. A whole lot going on in the world. So we appreciate you for the work that you do, because that's awesome. I know it's rewarding. And because people are going through a lot, I know it can be overwhelming as well. But thank you so much for that. I love getting to know you guys. I'm finally finished quilting the front pockets. So this was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun talking with you guys. So I'm probably not going to finish this entire bag on the live today, but it was a lot of fun just getting it started with you. We learned a lot, that's for sure. I learned a lot about my new industrial sewing machine. We got some good places to get fabric from today. You guys are awesome. So I finally quilted the front. So I gotta press it. So these will be, one will be a zipper pocket on the front of the bag, and one will be a little snap pocket on the back. So I'm just cutting off a little bit of the excess seam. So I plan to go live more often so we can sew together. So these little sip and sews, I'm not sure when, but I'll definitely let you guys know instead of just springing them on you like this. But I was feeling spontaneous this morning and I was ready to have some fun. So I got my front pockets done. This is so therapeutic, y'all. Like sewing in general and making things, you can just focus on what you're doing. You don't have to think about anything else that's going on in the outside world. I just come in here. This is my safe space. This is my creative space, my happy place. So yeah, I just come in here. My coffee mug says I'm taking it 1 stitch at a time. And that's what I do. 1 stitch at a time. Last night on the live with the Sophie Circle, I showed them some of my birthday gifts that I got. And I'm going to show you guys because it's super cute. So this was one of my birthday gifts. It was like a little tumbler. And it came with the little metal straw. Let me see. It came with a little metal straw. So I just thought that was a really thoughtful gift. And the brush to clean the straw. So I thought that was pretty thoughtful for my birthday. People, you know, when they know you like to sew, they give you all kinds of gifts with things like this on it. So my friend that gave it to me, she's very special. And I just thought this was super cute. And in addition to this, she got me I don't have it in here with me, but it's the tote bag to match and also the little zipper pouch to match. And I'm gonna make you guys laugh. Wait till you see this. She also got me these socks. Look at that. I've never seen socks with a sewing machine on them and a hanger, a mannequin, a thimble, some scissors, a safety pin. Like, this is pretty funny. I don't know where I'm gonna put these on it, but hey, it's kind of cool today. Why not just put them on? Like, let's just put them on now. So cute. I mean, they don't match my zebra tights, but hey, they still look cute. I don't know if y'all can see my nice socks. My sewing machine socks that I got for my birthday from one of my friends. But have you ever gotten any cool gifts from people when they know you like to sew? People give you all sorts of fun stuff. When they know you like to sew. Bye, Tanya. Bye, Sonia. So you gotta go. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for all of your great advice and all of the machine advice. I appreciate it so much. I'm gonna be reaching out to you so that way you can help me with my new industrial sewing machine. I hope you have a great day. I appreciate everything, and I'll see you on the next live. Bye, Sonia. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up as well. So I've sewed about as much as I'm gonna sew for right now. I don't want to rush and make this bag because it's gonna be a very special piece for a very special Etsy customer, and I appreciate all of you who got on the live today. We had a lot of fun. Bye, Teresa. I'll see you guys later. Bye, Casey. I appreciate all of you, and I'll let you know ahead of time whenever we do the next live. So I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you then.